Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Boys from the Baltic Star. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for waiting. Real life intervenes, and when real life intervenes, we give each other a hug, and we respect each other's real lives, and we move on with love and appreciation for each other. And I'm sure you do too, dear viewers. And thank you so much. We are the Boys from the Baltic Star. It's Friday night, and on Friday night, when the three of us are here, we play Traveller, our great role playing love, a game we've been playing for a number of years now. So when you finish this tonight, go back to season one, episode one, and you have hundreds of hours of shopping trips and cheesy balls, mimosas, fish milk, and all kinds of exciting things to churn through. Space cricket, literal hours of descriptions of space cricket games, mascot races, an episode where we bought some pens, I believe. Um,
Mortgage.
Fishing, all sorts of things. Mortgage, yeah, an episode and a half of putting a mortgage into place. That was my favourite episode, quite frankly.
The
Um,
the sea bat,
yeah.
the
See
catamaran
that.
cruise. I mean, all sorts of stuff.
So much good stuff. And you'll enjoy that, dear friends. And if you do, you'll enjoy tonight's. Um, we're going to run a couple of hours, I reckon. A couple of hours. We'll have a break in the middle at some point where we will have a wee, and then we'll come back and we'll raise a toast to a fallen NPC comrade. If you see me pull a funny face at any time, it's because I've opened this wine and it's suspicious. And so you'll know when that wine has been opened because I'll pull a strange face.
Stranger.
How very dare you? There's a red sun there. Click on the red sun. Spend some points. Anything that's bright pink would normally play a tune, but we're on the last night of my internet not being good. It's been connected tomorrow. Oh, and then all the music will come back. But we're slumming it with Ben tonight. He's not a slum, but he doesn't have all the files. So we're doing the best we can, and he's been a wonderful host. Can we all give a little round of applause to Ben for hosting Traveller for the last couple of months? It's been a very trying time, and he's bossy. He's a fine host, and we appreciate you very much. But it does mean we're a bit limited with our points. But give us a boon or something. Name an NPC. Raise a toast. Do those sort of things. And we'll come back with music and sound from next week. An introduction, and I guess we'll get started. My name is Luke. Hello, I'm in the bottom. I am in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there. I play two characters in this wonderful tale. I play Soraya and Kara. Soraya is a female, slightly drunken Han Solo, and Kara is probably what's her name? What's her name in Hackers? Who was it? Angelina Jolie was in Hackers, wasn't she? She's probably Angelina Jolie in Hackers, to be honest. So think of those two characters, and you're probably there or thereabouts. I'm bored of describing them too much. Just look them up and go with those two. Because we need to get into far more important things, and that is the man directly above me. There he is. Look at him. He's so resplendent. He is my brother from another mother, the housewife's favourite, the Floofmeister General. He is the wonderful Ewan. Good evening, Ewan. How are you?
Hello, Luke. I'm very good, thanks. I'm very good. It's been a good week.
It has been a good week. Tell me something good that's happened this week for you.
Interesting. I watched my favourite film ever this week. It was good.
Oh, which film is that?
Oh, I don't know. Should I give it? I suppose I've got to say it really, haven't I?
I can guess.
Yeah, you can guess if you want. I can tell you it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
The Bob Dylan
Only
documentary.
a meager 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb for some strange reason. No, it's not.
Oh, you probably like something weird.
That's true. That's true. Local Hero.
Oh, Local Hero.
Very good. Partly inspired by the Northern Lights that showed up last weekend.
Yeah.
Something like that.
They didn't for me.
Yeah. Well, no, of course, because we were busy playing Traveller. The most important of all things to happen on a Friday night involving three British men from the same town.
Exactly. and that's more important. The Northern Lights will be back, but Traveller is in our hearts forever.
Indeed.
Absolutely. Well, why don't you tell us about the two people you play that make Traveller so much better than the Northern Lights?
Yeah, indeed. I play Stefan Miller, who is the Chewie, I suppose, to Sarai's Han Solo. Not sure how accurate that is, but Luke set the
He's got a hairy chest.
The cast. So, well, yeah, that is very true. It's established that he does have a hairy chest. Human, slightly sneaky, slightly paranoid. Not quite Naval Academy graduate. I also play Agno Arnson, who is our Varga, former military general. And I'm going to go with the serial to Angelina Jolie's Kate from Hackers.
Oh, I thought I heard you typing a minute ago.
Yeah. I thought it was well read, though. You know, I tried.
Very good work. Very good work. He's slightly floofier, though.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. At the end of that film, didn't he win the bet, and therefore she had to go on a date with him and wear a dress?
What, Han Solo?
No, at the end of Hackers. Did I imagine that?
Yeah, there was a thing, definitely. That was in Hackers, for sure.
It's not the version that he got on a under-the-counter video from his video shop growing up.
Oh, I could tell you stories.
Please don't.
Speaking of which, let's go to the very top. The master storyteller, the man who tells many fine stories, and with huge generosity allows us to tell ours too. He is the smartest man in any room. He lives his entire life in the Twin Peaks dream sequence, and he is regularly carried on top of the shoulders of half a dozen heavily oiled topless Eastern European men as people throw figs and pine cones and laurel leaves at him. That was really hard to say. He is truly a magnificent emperor among men. He is Ben. Good evening, Ben. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Yeah, very well. I'm much enjoying the intros and it being Friday night and playing Traveller again. It's brilliant.
We always love a Friday night Traveller. Beautiful. If here's a question, Ben. If it was it's Friday night, let's say for some reason this stream hadn't happened, what would you be doing right now?
Well, I would likely be watching a movie this late on a Friday. If I wasn't playing a game with you guys, I would probably have put on a film.
Would it have been Ewan's favourite film?
It would not. No. Not only do I not have a copy of that film, I also don't necessarily have the same appreciation for it that Ewan does.
Oh, you've got more of an IMDb appreciation for it.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly I would rate it the way IMDb does rather than Rotten Tomatoes, maybe.
Oh, well. Honesty is the best policy, I always say.
It's certainly a policy.
It certainly is. Well, it's a pleasure to have you with us as always and hosting us and leading us on our merry jaunts. Our lives are very much in your hands, and we ask you humbly to treat them like a bird protects its eggs.
Of course.
And on that note, over to you, Mother Hen.
Okay. So the party is exploring the remains of the battlecruiser Kelleren, a ship lost nearly a century ago on her maiden voyage. They have explored the engineering spaces and found the experimental jump drive unit, which now appears to be damaging the fabric of the vessel itself. On the way out, they activated a computer system on the bridge, which has also activated some robots, which should be no problem. After all, the last robot they met was no trouble. Almost no trouble. No further trouble after Soraya landed massive amounts of damage on it and Zoe finished it off. and Agnar got adventurer Otto Nieder stabilised and out of critical condition. There was no further trouble after that. Two of the robots came up to the bridge, but channeling their inner Scooby-Doo, Stefan and Kara managed to get back to the bridge, get an up-to-date set of data tracking all of the robot movements, and then escape down the ramp to the main companionway to rejoin the party. And that is where we resume the story. So you have gathered together at the main companionway. You are essentially in that gap between the foot of the two ramps that lead up to the bridge.
Oh, we are. Yes, sir. Oh, Stefan, you make it out okay. That's good, man. That's good. Look, I couldn't hack into the other robots. They're still out there, but what do you say we get off this ship?
Yeah, we haven't really had time to collate our thoughts and come up with a plan yet, have we? I think a swift exit is a very good idea, especially with all those sirens going off. Is a very good idea.
Absolutely, I'm totally in with you. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go, go, go. Oh, but go on. Maybe should we send the scouts ahead? How are you feeling? You feeling full and scouty? Like all for the pros.
Look, I don't mind. I don't want to mess around and play games at this point. I think let's get it done. You and me.
Go. Yeah, let's do it. Go on.
Let's go.
Oh, me a little bit behind you though.
That's the first rule of scouting. That's the second rule of scouting.
I'm not a scout. I'm not a scout, am I? It's the first rule of being a young woman hacker. You stay behind other people.
So Stefan will proceed onwards towards presumably the place that we came in.
Front of ship, yeah.
The place from whence we came, yes, indeed.
Okay. All right. You begin making your way up the companionway. Now, this is the main spinal companionway that runs through the middle of the ship from fore to aft. It has various doors left and right, and in front of you there is a space you're familiar with where there's a cross junction coming up. Now, Kara has on her system a map showing up-to-date locations of all of the robots, and there are a significant number moving through individual compartments to your left, to your right, and ahead of you on the other side of that cross junction. But at the moment, at least, they all seem to be not in this main companionway. However, there are a couple in that cross junction. So when you cross it, heading forward, there is a chance that they will see you. But for the time being, you can make your way forward until you get to that without hitting any problems.
Sorry. Hey, Kara.
Yeah.
Which one's me on there?
You're I don't want to upset your ego, but you're not on here.
What?
You're literally nothing. You're nothing. You're incidental. This
It's
bit in the
not-
middle,
it's-
that's me.
Yeah.
That's me because I'm holding the device, and all these other
Right.
blips, they're robots, right? Can you see how
Why-
many there are, right? But you're not
There's a
here.
lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not
Okay.
here.
So the device is there, but I'm not there. That's fine. Why does it look like you're eating tiny little dots when you walk through the corridors?
I'm hungry. We've been on this ship a long time.
Beep.
I've not had this
Beep.
helmet off in hours.
Beep.
It feels like a waste of your time programming it to do that. I'm going to be honest.
I'll be honest, Stefan. You should be asking the question, why are you not showing up? If I turn it around, all the other people will show up. In fact,
Well, everyone.
no one's spoken to you for hours except me. Maybe I hate to be the one that broke it to you, but you died when the robots attacked earlier, right? No one spoke to you
Maybe
since.
I'm
Have you
just
not
so
noticed?
stealthy. You think I'm dead. That
Maybe.
feels
Your
like a positive character trait. I'm going to be honest.
your fashion is dead.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, this is Baltic Star issue.
Yeah, that's
Back
true.
suit, but
I won't slag you off for the vac suit, but yeah.
little
Too
bit.
many buckles recently. I've noticed too many buckles. Very 15 years ago. The buckle
Stuff needs strapping to other stuff. It's got to be done. Right. Anyway, which way are we going?
As directly to our way in as possible. There's as
Isn't
many.
that straight ahead?
I think it was, wasn't it? 'Cause one way was to the cells, wasn't there?
Yeah, if you turn right at the junction, you'd head towards the cells. You haven't been left at this junction, but as you approach it, remember there are now robots in both of those two companionways, so they could see you as you cross towards the front.
Can you tell which way they're facing?
I can tell which way they're moving, and generally, if they're moving one way, if you think about the robots, that's the way they're facing. We've got devices that could cover us, but I think if we got Soraya to throw smoke, it might suggest to them that we're there. Do you know what I mean?
There's an onboard fire, and they're going to try and put it out. Maybe.
So I think we might just have to time it. Get everyone together nice and close.
One at a time, or all together?
I reckon maybe people in pairs. We could pair people up, and I'll keep watching this thing. And when everything's moving in the other direction, I'll wave a pair across, and we'll do the best we can over the junction.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
It's going to be like put your head down and go for it. You know, trust the device. I think. Like if you and I go first, I'll tell you what. I'll turn to the other guys. Hey, you guys, we've got Sammy. It's not Sammy. It's Rachel. Rachel. There's robots either side. There's some ahead as well, but we'll worry about them when we get to them. But either side of these, there's so many going in and out of the cells, the rooms, and that. So what we're going to do is I've got the device. Me and Stefan are going to jump across first. What I want you to do is pair up, and the second I wave you, you need to come. Okay, just trust me on the device. All right. The second I wave, you're across as fast as you can.
So you're running in pairs, is that right?
Yeah, pair up. Who do you want, Rachel? Take a pair. Pick a pair. Come on. It's like school again.
Okay. Rachel glances across and immediately grabs firm hold of Zoe's elbow.
Oh, that's such a basic choice. Come on, be more exotic than that. Everyone wants to pick.
Don't want to be exotic. Want to live.
Then you pick very wisely. Okay, we're going to go first. Okay, are you okay, Stefan? You good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go. Let's do it.
Okay. So Stefan and Kara going across.
Yep. So we'll watch for the.
So you're watching for the blips. The two of the robots don't appear to be moving much. They're not completely static, but they seem to be in their sort of patrol area. They're not moving much at all. If you want to make a dash across, you never know. You might be lucky.
So there's not much movement. Okay. Wow, this is good. It's going to be. If there'll be a firefight. If we get unlucky, there's a firefight, right? We need to get off it.
Yeah, I mean, we could always throw something and distract them, or I don't know. You could always hold your little device out, and you're taking one of those selfie vlogs that you do, and see which way, see what's going on, get a little bit more fine detail.
Have a peek around the corner, you mean?
Yeah. Or we just go for it and see what happens. And if worst case scenario, like you say, we shoot them.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's just go for it. Let's go for it. Come
Live dangerously for once.
Come on, let's go.
All right. Can the two of you please roll a stealth with dex for me?
Ooh, yes.
Any better options?
Philosophy, perhaps?
Philosophy.
I think because you're actually using your agility to stay hidden, stealth with dex really does have to be what it is.
Sums it
That's
up.
okay. I think I got
Well,
lucky anyway. It's a
maybe.
flat 8 for me.
Mine's a 7 plus 3.
Okay. And you got an 8 for Kara total?
Yeah.
Okay.
In total, yeah.
You both may make it across the gap. And there doesn't appear to be anything amiss. You can't hear anything, but obviously you also can't see the robots. So if one of them did react, you wouldn't necessarily know.
Yeah. Okay, I think we made it. Okay. And
Good job.
thanks, you too. Fist bump. Yeah, you too. Okay. She sort of points to Rachel, sort of eyes on. She looks at her device. Any movement on the device?
Yes, the one to the right is moving slowly closer down the companionway.
Oh, Kara's going to hold up the hand. Stop, wait. And then she quietly removes her rifle and squeezes herself against the closest wall to the way it's coming.
Yep.
And suggests that to the others on the other side to do the same, to squeeze up.
Okay. All right. They line up there with Rachel and Zoe at the front, and everyone else clustered against that wall. The dot, it doesn't seem to be moving at insane speed or anything, but the dot is creeping closer and closer to the junction.
How far away are we saying?
Probably about 20 meters.
Oh,
What's going on?
it's going so slow. Do we just? It might be investigating a movement or something. Do we just go for it? Like, what's the distance between here and our way, like up and around? Ben, would you say?
You mean the way back out?
Yeah, before we start hitting the ladders and all that sort of stuff.
Right. The distance you still have to go is around about 200 meters along this companionway.
It's a long way.
How fast have we seen them move?
Fairly briskly when at speed.
They run on rails, don't they?
Well, they don't actually run on rails. They run on like tracks, but those tracks are like miniature tank tracks, and they have one on top of the robot and one on the bottom of the robot on sort of extensible legs, and they brace between them in the middle of the corridor, so they can roll along the corridor in the middle, whether or not there's gravity and acceleration. They should be pretty much stuck on their path, rather than sliding around or worrying about magnets or anything like that.
Don't forget as well, Kara, we have seen them at least go down ladders, I believe.
Yes.
Once it's coming, it's coming. My question is, if we wait for it and it starts to look around, we're in a firefight anyway. Do we just charge everyone across quickly? Maybe Sarai dump some plastic on the, like, as we run away. So if it does follow us, we can set it off, and we just
Behind
make a
us.
run for it. Oh yeah, and we just make a go for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, should we do that? Just...
Well, you know me, I'm one to live dangerously.
Oh, you certainly do. I'm not going to have a conversation with myself, but Kara will relay it to the team. Guys, look, it's coming to, it might have spotted us. Look, if people are up for a run, let's just do it. Soraya, prime some plastic, dump it down as we run. If it does follow it, we'll try and set it off as it's chasing after us. Might buy us a bit of time. Let's go balls to the wall. Let's get out of here. Enough sneaking around now. Caution to the wind. Let's just go as fast as our little legs will carry us.
Okay. All right. If
Agnar
that's the
responds.
plan.
Just quickly, how much of a head start have we got? It's all right for you, you young whippersnappers, but need I remind you that I celebrated my 43rd birthday the other day.
You're still young. You're still young.
A lot more in Varga years.
The companionway you're crossing is about 5 meters wide. So, given that it's, say, now 15 meters away, you've got 5 meters to get to the other side, it's got 15. So, your head start is effectively going to be about 10 meters.
10.
Okay, everyone come across now. Let's go. Set your plastic, go.
Okay. So, everyone charges across as fast as they can, all in a crowd. Okay.
Yeah.
Can everybody please do an athletics dex plus dex?
Except the ones that are
except the ones that are already across. And we'll turn this into a task chain. You're all trying to help each other and get out of each other's way.
Like herding cats, is that what you're saying?
Exactly like that. It is now a cat stream, and we're also going to need to work out who is the slowest and next slowest, if you know what I mean. Okay?
Yes.
So,
I do indeed.
right. That's -2 from Rachel. That's a 6 total.
What did you say it was? Agility plus...
Athletics dex plus dex.
Dex plus dex.
Well.
Dex. Oh, wow.
Oh, go. You go first.
Okay, what have you got?
Ooh.
The big 12. She's the one that wants to be at the back, though, to drop the plastic. So that's horribly wrong.
That's all right.
It's not gone that horribly wrong, Luke, because Agnar rolled a double 1.
Oh, no.
+2 for a 4, Ben.
Okay, Agnar's got a 4.
Leave him behind. His best years behind him.
Yep. Okay. And what was Soraya's final total?
12. It was +0.
Okay, so 12 in total. Yep.
Yep.
Soraya actually did the best of the lot. Zoe managed a 9, so that's a total of +5, and Otto managed an 8 for a total of +5 still. But Rachel got a 6, which takes it down to +3, and then unfortunately Agnar's 4 takes it down to -1. Okay.
Oh, so close.
So
close.
As the group crosses, the robot reacts immediately and begins to accelerate rapidly, unmasking its weapon. At the same time, the robot on the other side also begins to react, but it's significantly further away, and it begins to accelerate as well, turning in your direction. The slowest out of the whole group was Agnar, followed by Rachel. So okay, Agnar, you feel even through your spacesuit the impact of a blast of hot energy as you cross the portion of the corridor. It's actually done a total of 11 points of damage, but I suspect most of that will be eaten by your armor, won't it?
If that's not including my armor, my combat armor, luckily, is plus 17.
Fantastic.
Oh,
So just some singed hairs, I would
So
imagine.
just that sense of warmth across your suit, but no actual damage.
Mm.
Fantastic.
Whew. I do appreciate you rolling, Ben, for who it was going to target after my tremendous failure.
No, I was
I
just
like
rolling for
my
how much
failures
damage
to
it
be
did.
other. Oh, okay.
And to be fair, whether it hit.
I was kind of hoping that my failures could also be other people's misfortune.
Oh, they definitely are. They're also Rachel's misfortune.
Ah, sorry, not Rachel or Zoe.
She she also gets hit. Um, okay, right. Rachel gets hit, and as she sort of glides across the companionway in 0G flight, sort of like almost supermaning it across, she gets hit, and you see that as she gets to the other side, she doesn't look responsive. She's still moving, obviously, in the same direction in 0G, but she looks to have taken a nasty hit.
Are we all over the other side now?
Yes, yeah, your momentum would have carried you across, but Rachel's taken a nasty hit and appears to be, not entirely with it.
Agnar will sort of pull her in, look around to everyone else, and say, "This is probably going to take some time."
Sarai will be
Are we
fiddling with
going, or
the
are we?
plastic. So keep her going, keep going, keep going. As she's fiddling with the plastic, just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Because she was there first, wasn't she? So
Yes.
in my mind, she's already got the plastic out. Go
All
on,
right.
keep going. Get her through, get her through, get her through.
You're going as fast as you can along the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Agnar will drag her behind. Well, push her along, drag her behind. He'll ensure that the momentum is continued.
Is continuing to move her down the corridor.
Yeah.
Fair enough. As you're travelling as a group, is Kara planting the explosive?
It'll be Soraya that's planting the explosive. It's her that's got it.
Okay.
Soraya's got it.
Then everyone else will move off, unless you need someone to stay with you to bodyguard you while you plant it.
She'll look around. Hopefully, that someone might do.
Okay. Yeah. Zoe will immediately park herself against the companionway, raising her weapon, and say, "Hurry up! Hurry up!"
I'm trying. I think I've got it.
Okay, can you
She's, like,
do an
moulding it,
explosives
slapping it down.
demolition plus intellect for me, please?
That's going to be my jack of all trades. Something I'm halfway through learning explosives. I really need to. We need some more weeks away.
Agnar has explosives too. So just get it out there.
Thanks, man. She's still rolling well though. That's an 11. It's getting worse.
Okay.
12,
That is good.
I'm rolling well though. 11.
That's
a
good.
+1 for the intellect, -1 for jack of all trades. So,
Okay, can you roll 1d6 for me, please?
I'll make it good.
I don't know what good is.
It's
too good. It's too good. I don't know. It's 2.
You get a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Just as you are finishing setting it up, making it ready to go, and literally turning to kick yourself away from that corner along the companionway to follow the others, that's when the first robot turns around the corner. So it is very, very close to you at that point. You were expecting it to come. You knew where it was coming from. So the critical question is,
yes,
are you going to open fire at it and engage it, or are you going to run away, chasing the others up the companionway?
It feels to me that if we chase it away, it's potentially going to get over the plastic. I think what we need to do is open fire while backing away, if that makes sense. To try
Yeah.
and just delay it, just stop in its tracks just for a moment. Give us 5-10 meters. Do you know what I mean? If we can before setting it off.
All right. Okay. So
Zoe.
okay, you and Zoe are going to open fire on the robot. At the same time, can Kara please? I'm going to get Kara to roll an electronics computing with intellect for me, please.
Oh, see, that's more like it. That's a 7, but it's +3 is a 10.
Okay. All right. So as the main group is heading along the companionway, Kara glances down at her device, despite the fact that she's, obviously in a bit of a panic at this point, and spots that a couple of more robot dots are moving towards doorways that lead onto this companionway. And they will be emerging from left and right in front of you.
In front of them. Agnar, Stefan, ahead of us. There's two more. Brace, take aim. Keep moving forwards, but we've got company.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, first things first. The robot has come around the corner at the end. Can we roll initiative, please, for Zoe, the robot, and Soraya?
I can. It's another 7 with its intellect, isn't it?
Yep.
That's
yes,
an 8.
it can be intellect or dex, your preference.
Yep. 7 + 1 is 8.
Okay. You get to go first.
Wow. Okay. Then I guess because I want to be backing away, I can't really aim, can I? Can't do my aim.
You won't be able to aim if you're moving, no.
No. So I want to be moving as far away backwards as I can.
Yep.
While taking a shot with my Lara's custom Gauss carbine.
Okay.
+1 for my roll and some good
now
stuff.
That does have auto fire capabilities if you'd like to use it.
I think now is the time to do that, isn't it? Let's face it. Let's get as much
so you'll
as we
fire a
can
burst.
done. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So roll your appropriate weapon, which is slug.
Sure.
Shoot a
Sure.
slug skill.
+1 to slug, +1 to the rifle as well.
What's your slug skill?
It's a 1.
Okay. So you get the +1 for the weapon. You get
+1 for the slug.
+1 for slug.
Not +1 for range though, because I do get an extra bonus if it's at distance, but it's not far away enough.
Yeah.
It's just 2. What's the rules for auto? What's the rules for auto?
There's no bonus to attack for auto.
I've got you.
But it gains +4 to damage if you hit.
Got you. Which I do. That's a 9. She's going down 1 per time. That's a 9 plus a 2 is 11. So there's no bonus to that though.
11.
So it's just a flat attack.
Okay, that's 4d plus 7, please.
And it's got armor piercing 4.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Oh my goodness. It's a 6655. Sorry, I had to show the whole thing there.
Oh, fantastic.
That is a 22 plus 7 is 29 with an armor piercing of 4.
With an armor piercing of 4. Okay.
That is good.
That is a monstrous hit.
That's huge. Yeah, that's the biggest hit I've ever hit, I think, in this game.
You fire, and the robot is done.
Oh, get in.
Immediately, its limbs are no longer in firm contact with the top and bottom of the companionway, and it's just drifting at an angle across the side. Okay.
There's another one coming, Zoe. There's another one coming, Zoe. Keep your aim. Keep
and
your aim.
it's at about that moment that it makes its way around the corner. Now, I did roll initiative for it. It is actually slower than Zoe, so Zoe's going to get a shot at it before it gets to return fire.
Cool.
6, 8, 9, 10 total. So 4d plus 4 plus 2. 4d plus 6. That's
Things
a 12.
coming from two directions in a corridor is quite a horrible thing.
That's well, double 6 and then a 5.
Not like this, Ben.
So,
not like this.
So 17 plus 6 is 23. Okay. Zoe lands a very solid hit on it. It doesn't appear to be quite so catastrophically crippled as the first one was, but it comes to a stop and isn't advancing, isn't firing.
Okay. How many ammo would I've got rid of with my auto?
4 with each burst.
Thank you very much. I'm actually going to track ammo. Look at that. Look at me being good. Okay. I'm such a role player. I could be playing D&D right now, tracking all my bullets. Oh, Slay's in. Hey, Slay. Oh, big robot combat, Slay. Big robot combat. It's very serious right now. We haven't got time to be happy or friendly. Death is around literally every corner. But we hope you're well.
We do.
I've got some hipster wine, by the way. It tastes like the sweat of Spanish. What was it? Farmer women.
Farmer
I'll let you know
women,
how
yeah.
good it is.
Have
It's
you
been
opened that bottle
stored
yet?
in Austrian
No.
barrels.
This is my old bottle, the last of my old bottle. So when this is done, it might be in time for the toast. That'd be perfect. Very fitting. That's how Grey Hill would have appreciated that.
And to be fair, I've seen the toast, and you're going to need a drink. So, all right. The two of you are still moving, but not as quickly as the others up the corridor, because the others are moving fast. Despite the fact that obviously they are now being wary of what's going to emerge from either side of the companionway. So, as you make your way up, that front group is probably a third of the way up, roughly 30 metres, 60 metres getting on for now after the 2 rounds, because it's been going as fast as it can, with the others in pursuit a fair few metres behind. So Zoe and Soraya are back away. And the 2 doors, one on each side, open ahead, about 30-ish metres ahead of the leading members of the group. So about halfway between your destination and the corridor you've just left. Okay? And those 2 doors open, and as they open, 2 robots, one each side, almost as if they're in permanent synchronization, slide out, already facing down the corridor towards you.
Yes, so Slay, if you want to give a boon, Cara, Agnar, or Stefan, I guess.
And Agnar and Stefan will do as they're told at this point. Agnar will
Cara, yes. Thanks.
nudge the.
I'm sorry, hang on. Let me do what the youth do. Thanks. That makes me a Gen Z. Thanks.
I'm not sure that's how it works, is it?
I think it is.
Not the sign. That's obviously how it works.
It's how you look.
The making you a Gen
That's what
Zer.
the old people do. That's what the youth do. That's as simple as that, mate. Simple as that. Carry on, old people. You bunch of fascists. Come on, hurry up.
Well, Stefan, the young Stefan will take aim one side, and the old ancient
No, he's no.
Agno Arnson,
He's
43
so
years
youthful.
old,
Oh, he's so young.
will take aim the other side.
Okay, so given that you are, I'm going to make a sort of this is an unusual ruling, but given that you are actually floating along this corridor, you don't have to move, if you know what I mean, to continue your progress.
Okay, yeah.
You can choose to stop and brace yourselves, or you can take a shot on the move. And if you choose to stop and brace yourselves, I'll count that as a movement and you'll lose your chance to aim.
Oh.
But you'll be braced. Or you will, you can keep floating and take aim. Your call.
Wow. Okay. Well, first things first, Stefan's going to keep floating.
Okay.
I'm not sure Agnar would have the wherewithal, to be honest, to stop himself from floating around. He's currently trying to look after
Right.
an unconscious body and take that with him, so he'll probably keep floating as well. Not sure how this is going to end up, but that's what's happening.
All right.
In my head.
Okay, then in that case, can we start by rolling initiative, please? Rachel is unconscious, so we'll need Otto, Agnar, Stefan, and Kara.
Wonderful. Let's go Agnar first. So at least that's not the double one.
I'm rolling high and it's really embarrassing. I'm sorry. That's a 12 in total for Cara, 10 plus 2.
Okay.
Agnar rolled a 7 plus 2 for a 9, sorry.
Okay. First up is Otto.
Oh, good man.
Do you want Stefan's?
Oh, yes, please.
Sorry, that would be a 14.
First up is Stefan.
My apologies.
Okay, Stefan is using a laser pistol.
Yes, he will take aim with his laser pistol, not the one that is currently inside of his vac suit. The actual laser
the regular
pistol.
holsterable laser pistol.
Not built into, yeah.
Understood. Okay, so take a shot, please, with your beam weapons, energy weapons, and your dex.
That is an 8 plus 4 for a 12.
Okay. Then roll the damage plus. Did that plus 4 count the aim, by the way?
Oh no.
So plus 5. Can you roll damage plus 5 for me, please?
Yes. That's an 18 total.
Total of 18? Okay. Okay. The robot takes a hit. You can tell it's taken a hit. It's not crippled or anything, but it's definitely taken a hit. This is the one on the left. Otto is going to go for the same robot and fire a very similar weapon. That's good. And okay, that's 21 total, which is pretty useful. Okay. This robot is looking seriously the worse for wear. Next up is Agnar.
Agnar will take aim at the one on the opposite side, if he may,
Mhm.
and he will fire.
Can you roll athletics dex plus dex for me first?
Yes, I certainly can. Oh, that's good. That's a 10 plus 2 is 12.
Excellent. Okay, you managed to stabilize yourself against the recoil. So now roll the attack.
That is a 7 on the dice plus 3 for 10. Please, Ben.
Fantastic. Does that have an AP function?
It does 6.
AP 6? Okay.
Yeah.
With Agnar's shot, the robot seems to grind to a complete halt, and its legs lose contact with top and bottom of the corridor. Kara, there
Did
is
Dagnar
one
shoot the
robot
same one as
remaining.
Stefan? Sorry. Did Dagnar shoot the same one as Stefan? Sorry.
I don't know actually. Did Agnar shoot the same one?
Yes,
Okay.
it did.
Then there is one remaining completely unhit.
In which case, let me look at my ammo, my weapons. Kara would normally just hide and, I don't know, do a radio show or something. But today,
She would blog it to death.
blog times. We're going to go for the laser carbine. Let's do it. The laser carbine's got good damage if I hit, to be honest. Am I going to? The question is, am I going to use my boon? I think, in the spirit of how it was given, I think I will. Let's do
Okay.
it. Boon it. Boony. So +1. Oh dear, I'm losing dice left, right, and centre. I'm glad I did because one of them was a 1. I got a 6, a 5, and a 1. Let's assume the 1 was going to be one of my
That's
original
good.
ones. So let's go 11.
Mhm.
So,
That is good.
Is that a
good.
total
It's
of
big.
11?
It's good. That is an 11. No, it's a total of 12 actually.
Okay. And still drifting down, does that include the +1 for aiming?
Oh, let's add another one. 13.
Okay.
Oh, they're adding up by the second.
Damage +5,
Yeah,
please.
that is a
Oh,
good boon. Thank you.
Hang on, let me just. I've just torn off a bad. I've got to do a new page of notes and I've torn it off really badly. Sorry.
Oh, I need to do a new page of everything. My ammo pages.
Because my
Terrible.
notes are far more complete than Ewan's. Although respect to him, because last week his notes consisted of 15 Winona Ryder films.
Yeah, that I managed to
Fair
squeeze
play for
into the game, and also the fact that we had 6 cells, 6 battery cells,
6 patches.
and that was it. That was it. It's the whole game.
Oh. Did I tell you I accidentally, and I'm really upset, deleted the one of our episodes? It's gone forever, and I'm really annoyed at myself.
Which
It
one?
was it. Oh no, I'm really upset about it. Oh, it's because lousy Twitch is really like when I'm trying to like delete old ones and then make copies to like save it forever. It was the take a deep breath, Ewan. It was the Led Zeppelin one. All the all the music, all
That
the
was good.
music bands. That was good as well. We didn't do much, to be honest. So for those watching, literally nothing happened.
Yeah. Storyline wise, not a lot.
But pun wise,
Creativity.
top notch. Oh, hang on, what we got? How much? What was my plus what? Sorry.
+5 total.
So 4D plus 8 then. Lovely.
Mhm.
I'm feeling good. 4D plus, what did we say? 8. Okay. Oh, it's got no armor. That's good as well. Honestly, Ben, that's a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 4, mate. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's 22 plus what? 30.
Don't be
That's
sorry.
30.
Someone's got to
I'm
say
not
this.
A total
I'm
of
glad it's
30.
now.
It's been embarrassingly good tonight. Thanks, Slay. That's all down to your boon, quite frankly, because I would have missed. I would have missed without your boon.
That was fantastic. Okay. Yeah. That is a very solid hit. The robot still is seemingly functional, but it's badly damaged. That was a nasty gash you cut in it with your laser pistol. It is, however, the robot's turn.
Nasty gashes. And let me rub off one of my magazine while you're doing horrible things. There it is.
And it is going to take a
48 more.
shot.
No, don't do that.
For anyone wondering what Luke's doing, he doesn't actually have a list of magazines. He has physical magazines in front of him, and every time he fires a bullet, he rubs up and erases a page.
Let's see what's on my sheet. These are nice. Now I've got my nice new clean sheets. They're great. The ones that I had for 3 years that had alcohol over them were falling apart. I'm going to auction them off maybe in the summer.
Okay, the robot has its weapon unfurled, so to speak, and as you watch, the weapon seems to sort of sink a little bit further back inside the torso.
This sounds really bad or really good.
And it sounds like super powered shot.
And it fires.
Yeah. Oh, it's really bad.
So,
oh yeah, no, I've got a laminator. Yeah, there's a laminator at work. Maybe I'll take it in.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it on live on air.
It seems as though its shot in that slightly changed configuration is capable of encompassing the entire width of the companionway.
I thought it might.
So,
let me just write up a new character.
But it only goes like 3 meters or something.
Yeah, exactly. Uses up all its power early days.
Okay. It does do less damage, but it does it to everybody.
I shot my knacker sheet.
So it's landed a hit with +1. So that's a total of 7 damage minus any armor protection to everybody in the party.
Oh, that's good news. It's heat damage, isn't it, Ben?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's good. That's good that it's still...
Kara's got a +10 to protection. She's all right.
Kara is undamaged.
Look at these knackered old sheets. Everyone. Look at them. Falling apart. They're the old ones.
What is going on? It looks like you've been eating them.
Some stains on that. Look at those stains. You know what that
Stefan
is?
Go on.
That's that South American. That's that South American drink you made us drink that summertime. That orange bubbly drink. That's what that is. Carry on.
Rachel takes a fairly small amount of damage, but she does take some.
She's dying already.
Agnar?
Agnar has actually... Sorry, Ben, I forgot about my subdermal armor that I got when I demobbed.
Oh, yeah.
So Agnar has an 18 total.
18 total. He's completely fine.
And Stefan has +16 versus heat, so he's okay.
He's fine. Okay, and Otto has enough protection in his vac suit. So
Luke was hoping.
So it is only Rachel who takes the hit.
Oh.
I couldn't put my combat shorts.
It was a good job. Rolled low on damage.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Okay, you are still moving forward, still drifting forward, and we'll turn our attention back to the two chasing behind. That is Zoe and Soraya. And they are moving up. They're not going to be able to take a shot at the robot because there's bodies floating around between them and it in a narrow, confined space.
How far away are we from the plastic right now?
From your eventual destination?
No, from the plastic that we left on the floor for any following robots.
Oh, you are moving at a fair old lick. There are no robots immediately behind you yet. And you're probably, given that the front crew has now made it to probably something like 25 meters from where the remaining robot is, you're probably about another 25 meters behind them. Okay. So about 50 meters from the explosive.
Okay. But there's nothing there right now. But we're in safe zone now. That's good.
Yeah, you are not in any immediate threat.
That's good. Soraya's feeling confident. She's keeping her head down, but she's going to keep pushing forwards while watching backwards behind her. She's the tail end Charlie right now.
Okay.
She's
All right. Then, in that case, can Kara please roll? I'm tempted to make it something to do with mental strength or intuition. What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, if that's not a skill, that should be.
Pilot.
Yeah. Shut your face.
With a bang for the shorts.
What kind of psychology
Pilot
stuff
with
has
a
she got to
mechanic.
go with intellect?
Well, what could that be?
Because I'm perfectly happy to go with streetwise, for example.
Not philosophy. Nah, we that needs to be saved for special times.
I'm not sure philosophy is quite the right thing. We're looking for coolness under pressure, not
Gambler.
Gambler would probably work.
Like deception or something like gambler. Yeah, I'll take gambler. That's
Okay.
coolness under pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, why not?
Good work, you. And I've got a +1 in that. Thank you.
Yep, gambler plus
Gambler,
intellect, please.
You got my back. You got me, boo. Let's get rid of that dice. Don't like that one. Okay. It's the worst tonight, but it was still a 6 + 3 is a 9.
Jesus.
I know I've got really good positives for the right things. I'm good.
Okay.
For the right things, I'm good.
Despite
Someone
the fact
call an exorcist for
that
Luke's dice.
she is literally flying straight towards a robot of death, which has already fired once and might fire again at any second. Kara manages to spot on her console that there are 2 more robots coming down those cross passageways behind you, the same place the first 2 robots were around the corners, and they are moving quickly, one from each side.
She'll shout back, Soraya, get your finger on the trigger. I think we got company. Zoe, make sure you got our rear.
Zoe cheerfully calls back, okay, Soraya, trade incoming. So, next combat round. You guys are still floating towards the remaining robot in the front. First up to go is Stefan.
Stefan will turn towards...
Sorry, I was just saying,
yeah. No, I like it. Thanks. I appreciate it. Stefan will turn towards the robot, which is currently in front of them and to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yep.
And he will fire once with his laser pistol.
He can take an aim if he'd like.
He will, indeed.
Then he can have +1 for that, plus whatever his numbers are for energy weapon and dex.
Times... that is a 10 + 5 total for 15.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
15.
It's so big.
What damage does an laser pistol do?
It's 3D + 3.
Okay. So that's 3D + 10, please.
I'm hoping all our bad rolls come when we're doing some pointless gambling on the ship.
Which isn't normally what happens. That's an 11 + 10 for 21, please.
Total of 21.
Yes,
okay.
No armor piercing there.
With that kind of damage, given how badly hit it was the first time, that's actually not going to matter.
Yeah.
The second laser pistol hit cuts straight through the center of it, and it is fried. And that entire group is out of combat. There are no more threats directly in front of them. And as they still drift, with Agnar sort of grabbing onto Rachel and probably yelling encouraging things like, don't die, you stupid engineer, as you move along the corridor, we'll turn our attention to Zoe and Soraya. So, Soraya and Zoe, initiative, please.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was just opening my wine. Sorry, hang on.
I'm intrigued.
6 plus 1's a 7
Okay.
for Soraya. I'm intrigued. Oh, mine open. Swerve.
Okay. You see the two robots as they come around the corner. The first to react is Zoe. These robots are not the same size as the ones you've seen recently. These are the much beefier, chunkier
Oh,
ones
they're the buff bots.
Oh.
with their substantially heavier armor and weaponry. And Zoe takes. Oh, screw it! It's definitely time, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what it's time for.
No,
It's time for
not to kill Zoe. It's definitely time not to kill anyone.
All right.
She's going
That's what he
big.
was going with.
She's going big. No, she's going big. I don't know what she's going to do, but it's going to be something exciting.
Okay,
I'm excited.
I'm just wondering if it's worth doing. Hang on a second.
What's she got held back that she hasn't shown us yet?
Some sort of.
Because frankly, it's going to be impressive.
Okay, it's worth it. Yeah, all right. So, Zoe, as she's getting ready for the robots to come around the corner, realizing that this might be a big threat, she takes the magazine out of her carbine and sticks it back in her belt and reaches across and takes out a different magazine and slams that one home. And she has loaded the smart ammunition for her carbine, which is ludicrously expensive. However, the stats for this, because the guided munitions work with a target computer, the smart trait is automatically added for a +1 to hit minimum, +6 maximum, based on the target armor tech level subtracted from 15. The target armor tech in this case is 12, so it's a +3 to hit from that.
Nice.
It has the additional 1% for the +1 for the hit anyway, so she's going to get a +4 total, plus her own personal bonuses.
It's very hard to miss right now.
Does mean she gives up her aim, of course, but she's going to full auto mode, burning through a stupid number of rounds. Because she can't use the aim anyway, she might as well just accept that and unleash full power, which means she can hit both targets with +4 plus her own bonuses at the cost of 12 rounds fired. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Goodness.
Remember, everyone, she's the hero we need, not the hero we deserve.
We're just bit part players in her life.
Right, so she's rolled a 12.
I'm glad we sided with her rather than Fess.
Please, Ben.
That's okay. 12.
Although it does make you wonder what Fess has got on offer.
Yeah, his stats have got to be pretty similar, you'd imagine. So it's more palatable, though, I feel.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben.
Okay, that's a total of 23 to hit.
Jeez.
Which means -8, obviously, that's +15 and AP4 to a damage of D4. Okay, that's 6. And 7 is 13, plus 15 is 28.
It's pretty close. Well, for the regular ones.
28 takes off 4.
Hey, that wine's not too bad. That wine's pretty
That's good.
As you're doing the math.
That
Yeah, it's
is
quite nice.
a solid
report
hit
that.
on the first one, but not quite enough to cripple it. 11, 7, 19. Okay, the first one is badly damaged. The second one is done.
Ooh.
Okay. It's a pretty good combat round, actually, from her. So, okay.
She's good.
Next up is Soraya.
Well, if I leave it there, there's no point to it. Let's ping off the plastic. It was near it, isn't it? It's come around the corner.
Yep.
Let's do it. Let's don't leave it guessing.
Okay.
Seeing the glorious explosions everywhere. One gone.
Right.
One limping.
How big is
So
the blast for the plastic?
Oh, that means I have to go and get the book.
I'm just wondering if it's.
You don't have it written down, Luke.
Wonder if it's in the standard thing. It might be in the standard thing because there are some.
I don't mind going. I don't mind going to get the book. Hang on, it's really close actually now. Hang on a sec. Hang on. I might need to lose my ears for a second. No, can I? Oh God, it's strangling me. Okay, it's okay. I've got it. I think. Okay, I've got it. Oh, I really wish I had that special edition one that we gave away in a competition.
Luke, you've lost your ears.
What is where? What? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you. And what's that? Oh, that's the wrong book. Oh, boo. Oh, it's the core book. Hang on. Oh, okay, I think that's the book. Is that the book? Oh, so many books. Oh, that is the book. Hang on. Oh, I've lost it now.
It's here. No, it's in the main book. It's fine.
Oh, I've knocked everything everywhere. Now Ben's found it. My DBS is on the floor. There's all sorts of mess everywhere.
Okay. Blast 9, damage 3D.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
It's a good question, Sly.
So it's blast 9, damage 3D. So, okay, it is well within range. The distance is going to be about 5 meters. So when you detonate it, that can be a minor action.
Ooh.
So you can detonate it and then take a shot as well if you'd like, but you won't be able to aim that shot.
No, that sounds good. So she can wait for the dust to clear, as it were, to see what the. What's it? It's a 3D, did you say?
3D, please. And it's going to be 3D plus 4.
That's good, because I feel like that's got a lot of armor on that thing.
Mm.
And that's a very average roll. That is a 4, 4, and 2. That is a 10 plus what did you say?
Plus 4.
So 14.
Okay. The blast is impressive in such an enclosed space. If a completely unarmored person had been standing there, they would have been very badly hurt, likely, crippled. However, the robot does seem to shrug it off.
Well, let's unleash Lara's rifle into it.
Okay, give it a shot with the rifle. That will be your normal bonuses plus 1 plus. That's it.
Yeah, it's plus 1 for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's 9 plus 2 is 11.
Okie dokie. So that's 4D plus 3, please, unless you're firing burst.
No, I didn't say I was, so let's be honest. I didn't. That is a 6, 6, 4, and 1. Let me see if I can show you all the dice. So 6, 6, 4, and 1, which is a 17 plus whatever the bonus was.
Plus 3.
20.
Plus 20.
I don't like the buff bots. The buff bots upset me.
Okie dokie. This time you'd see some damage on it. You've definitely punched a hole in it. However, it does appear to still be functional.
This is a buff bot.
It is going
We don't
to
like this
open
one.
fire.
Oh, what's my armor like? It's not good.
All right. It is firing at Zoe.
Oh, okay. I'm happy, but the crew aren't happy.
Okay. Okay. So far, it did well on its hit and badly on its damage so far.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Don't like the fact you've got to roll multiple dice multiple times.
Double one, double
It's not a good
two,
sign. Oh, get in.
1, 3.
Oh, that's about as good as it can
Double
be.
one, double two, 1, 3. Hang on a minute. Double one, double two, 1, 3 is 4, 4, and 2. That's a total of 10 plus 3 is 13. 6d damage plus 3 turned out to be 13.
Wow.
Oh my
That's
God.
actually absorbed by Zoe's armor.
That is beautiful. Oh,
That is amazing. Okay.
that's. I was expecting it to be floating, to be honest.
Yeah,
after
I
that.
was as well. But no, that is it. Okay. You guys are still drifting down the corridor and the robot is still pursuing you. It is accelerating as best it can around the corner and towards you, and robots don't look angry, but it certainly looks purposeful. Yeah, and you are coming up to the next combat round. We know it's going to be Zoe and then Soraya to go. None of the people up at the front can help with direct fire. If they want to intervene in any other way, of course, shout advice or encouragement or anything like that, by all means. But they can't intervene in the combat directly. So it's Zoe's turn, and that's where we'll take our break.
And a good time for it too.
Well,
I can work on my encouragement. Cheers.
Yeah,
want the
that's
good
what we
cheer coming.
need. And it'll be a good time to take a toast on the way back. We'll have a break in the action to take a toast.
Good man, makes a lot of sense to me. I can sort out my shelves.
Good plan.
I'm pulling everything off. Right. Oh God.
Good plan. Yeah, absolute chaos. Right, excellent. We will take a brief break and then we will be back very shortly for a toast and then the conclusion of the very final fight in the TPK.
How very dare you? Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
We're back. I'm eating beefy hoops. Lovely. And Ben's going to give us a wonderful, wonderful toast. Over to you, Ben.
Hey, you want to bet? So,
No,
it's
probably a
time
toast.
to recount another of the stories I was once told by our former ship's steward. As always, I can't verify the accuracy of these stories. After all, he once told me he invented the colour orange. Once, he told me,
I believe him.
he found himself imprisoned in a dungeon under a vast city, the capital of an entire realm. To his surprise, he was interrupted in his day by the arrival of the Emperor with his bodyguards, who needed to use a secret passage that was hidden in his cell. The Emperor was quite taken with him and tasked him with a secret mission before being murdered in front of his bodyguards, who were perhaps not entirely up to the job. It turned out that the entire world was under threat from alien creatures that appeared through portals or gates. Many, many gates, so many gates. And each one had to be entered and closed from inside, which wasn't just difficult, but really, really boring after a while.
Very repetitive, I'd imagine.
You can imagine, can't you?
Yeah.
However, the Emperor's secret was that there was an heir to the throne who could battle the most powerful of these aliens, and our hero found the man and brought him to the city for a final confrontation. In that fight, the alien was defeated and the heir, inconveniently, turned to stone, though conveniently in a location that seemed almost purpose-built for a new statue. Should a threat like this emerge in the future, we will have to face it without the assistance of our former steward because, and please raise your glasses, he is the late, great Greyhill Bast.
To the late great Greyhill Bast.
The late, great Greyhill Bast. A man who never took an arrow to the knee. He did take a bullet to the chest.
Yes. Yes, and he is commemorated on a toast, even though, he died actually before we started streaming, so it was a while ago.
I always forget though, Ben. Every time
He's real to me,
we're taking on a joyous journey of a wonderful toast, and I always forget where we're eventually going to end up. It's
Death and disappointment.
hits hard.
It hits hard every time.
Every time.
Okay, so back to the action, I'm afraid. Zoe gets to roll an attack, and she is going to do so. She's not going to get her aim, of course, because she's going for burst fire. 10, 11, 13, 14, plus 6. 4D plus 6.
That's good.
That's good. That's what we need.
Because she needs over like 25 or so to make a decent dent. That was a lovely bag of crisps, by the way, while he was rolling. Particularly crunchy.
Total of 24. Okay.
If you're new here, welcome to the half role playing, half crisp review YouTube Twitch channel. We are also on YouTube.
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Beef hula hoops, lovely. Big fan. Big fan.
Okay. It's a solid hit, but not enough. Soraya.
Soraya's very disappointed that Zoe can't finish the job, quite frankly. But there's nothing else we can do but keep attacking.
You have a boon for Soraya.
Soraya's dropping points like they're going out of fashion. Now, I'll tell you what. Hang on, let me. We're going to do a virtual fist bump, and we're going to do an actual physical fist bump. So get your fist, raise your fist, touch it to whatever screen you're watching on, and find my corner. We're going in. You there? You there? Bosh. There we go. Gone. We're fully booning. So I can have my aim because I'm floating. My +1, my +1. That's a +3 to my roll. We're going big. I'm going auto. I'm doing all the numbers.
Okay, so you're going burst. That means you don't get to aim.
Yeah, my burst. That's all. Oh, okay, that's okay. That's
So you don't get that +1.
I've got the boon though, nice. It's
You
all
have.
good. It's like having a name. It's better than a name. I got Slayer on
It
my
is
side.
indeed.
It's all good, man. Ah, sweet. I think it should be okay. It's very funny numbers, but it's a 6, a 3, and a 1, which is a 9
Hmm.
plus a 1 plus a 1. So actually, it's an 11.
An
I
11.
came out. I came out that
Yeah.
Slayer. I'm going to say that is the boon dice. To be honest, I reckon that's what it was before Slayer gave me the number.
Okay.
I reckon it was going to be a 4, but it's turned into an 11.
So
instead.
that's 4D plus
They are funny
7,
numbers,
please.
to be fair.
Funny numbers, yeah. 4D plus what?
4D plus 7 for base damage, and you've got AP4 on it as well.
I've got AP4, yeah. Oh god, that's not good, is it? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus a 7 is 20 in the AP4. So it gets rid of the first 4.
Okay.
It's 20, and I get rid of 4 armor.
All right. That's a reasonable amount of damage. Penetrates it.
With my full burst.
Okay. Yep, that's with your full burst. Okay. It is not completely destroyed, but as you watch, it does not react properly. It seems to be badly damaged and broken. It's still moving a little bit towards you, but its movements are jerky and it is slowing down.
That's good. That's good news. It's 4 rounds I have to lose, isn't it?
Yes, 4 for that.
Burst.
So much ammo going.
Yeah, there are 80 per clip. Or per magazine.
We need a shopping. We need a shopping trip.
And you've got 20 of those in a clip, and you want to go shopping. How many clips you got, Luke?
I got 68 ammo left for Gauss.
Oh, okay. In total.
Yeah.
Okay, we need a shopping trip. I changed my tune.
I travel light. I'm not like I'm not one of those role players that just says I'm going to buy 40,000 ammo and I'm done. No, I'm realistic. I'm a realistic role player. I'm a realistic. Half of my weight is given up because I've got an extra large geeker hoodie. That basically takes up half of my weight. I think I've got a candle. I've got a candle somewhere. I've got 2 glass Dukes. I've got 2 glass beer mats from Duke's Bar. That's taken up weight. So I'm a realist. I could use them somehow. I don't know how yet. I'm gonna use them there.
Beer mats.
Maybe not now.
4 candles.
4 candles.
And something else. I forget the other thing you said.
O's?
It's a good inventory. It's a good,
O's. Got any O's?
Got the
O's. I got a hat and scarf from VCI Team VCI hat and scarf.
I want to make a one-shot now where your inventory choices are just the items from
the 2 running.
Yeah, plugs. Round rubber ones for the bathroom.
Oh, that'll be good.
13 amp.
Sorry. Moving on.
Thanks, Slate. You saved me twice there. Hang on, that.
The trendy one.
Where have my fingers got? Oh, my fingers are broken.
Same place they always are.
There we are. Hey, the Gen Z heart for you.
Okay. So up at the front, Kara is noticing that there are more robots on the move, but you're now, the front group at least, is largely ahead of them. They are beginning to close in, but from behind and the sides. And they are a significant distance from the main companionway.
So we need to keep the backlot moving as well. Carl will shout back, Zoe, Soraya, we need to keep moving. Finish it if you can, but we've got time, but don't get separated from us. If you can get across soon. We'll have the lead on the other robots, but don't get stuck, whatever you do, or you are doomed.
Okay. All right. Um,
In fact, I'll tell you what. She's going to poke Agnar. So Agnar, can you stop? Can you
Oh,
come on, Agnar? Come on, man. Give them some support, man. They might not need you, but they're dragging behind. Come on. But, no, not Agnar.
Right.
He's carrying someone. Stefan.
you take the body.
Stefan.
Oh,
No,
wait,
no.
who?
You keep the body.
What?
Stefan. Stefan, go back.
Yeah.
Come on. You're an honorary scout, and help the two scouts at the back. Come on. Oh man. Go give them some
Okay.
support. They're dropping back. Come on.
Well, are we still running? Is that the plan?
Wait, we are. You're going back the other way. Come on.
Marines, we are leaving.
You're heroic. You're heroic, Stefan. Come on. Look, Soraya's there. I can't believe
Right,
you haven't noticed that
right.
she's lagging behind. Come on, man.
I noticed she's a strong and independent woman. She can handle herself. I'll help out if you feel it's necessary.
I think this is one of those things she's going to have to want to do on her own. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Okay. You guys go ahead. We'll catch you up.
Okay, so Stefan's staying back?
Yeah. He will. He won't retreat, but he will stand there and wait for them to. Assuming it's not going to be like 12 combat rounds, he'll wait for them to catch him up.
All right. In that case, Otto will do the same.
Oh, what? Otto stepping up to the base late on.
He will stay with Stefan.
Are you trying to make me look bad, Otto?
Trying to keep you alive.
You didn't even need to be asked. So, thanks.
We're just characters in Otto's autobiography.
He makes some sort of slightly mumbled comment about nobody should be alone.
My legend. He's growing on me, Ewan. It's taken a lot of time, but in the last 2 minutes, he's grown on me.
Okay, so at the back, the two that are bringing up the rear are accelerating away from the very damaged robot, which is barely moving now. I'm trying to work out how to do this fairly. I think the obvious thing to do is, as people are at different locations with different requirements, I'm going to expect everyone to make an athletics dex with dex. And given the fact that you are all, it's not sort of strictly the way it should be done, but I'm going to ask that you all add your vac suit bonus to it as well, and then I'm going to make the task more difficult the further back you get, and then we'll see if you can all cluster back together. So
yeah, everyone.
So
It gets
Cara
harder the
at
further
the
back.
front,
Okay.
first of all. Athletics dex with dex plus your vac suit, and your target is going to be 8 because you're at the front.
She has all those skills at least. Athletics dex is 0. Dex is 0, but she does have +1 to vac suit. That's good. So I've got to hit a 7. They're my weaker dice. Let's go for my better dice. And she hits a dead on 7, 5 and 2.
Okay.
With a 0.
All right. So, without anything else going wrong, Cara flies into that stairwell area at the front of the companionway in good order and quick. Agnar, your target is 10 because you're towing Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Athletics dex plus your vac suit.
Okay, 0 plus 2 plus 0.
Oh, it's viable.
It's doable. It's doable.
The 2 is big. That 2 is big.
Oh, that's good. That is a 9 plus 2.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. So you arrive at almost exactly the same time, bringing yourself neatly to a stop at the ladder.
With Rachel as well, right?
with Rachel in tow. This is critical.
That's big.
So
That's big.
next
Big
up,
move.
as the
by the
ones from the rear start to make their way forward, I'm going to ask Zoe and Soraya to make the same thing. Your Dex plus Athletics Dex plus your vac suit, and you're going to have to hit a 10.
Oh god. So her dex is 0, her athletics dex is 0, her vac suit is 2. So I've got to roll an 8. Oh god. I feel like I'm running out of luck though. And I've fair enough.
Oh,
Done it.
nice.
Done it.
Okay.
I've just had one of those nights.
You
Just had one
and
of those
Zoe
nights.
fly your way along the corridor quite smoothly, glancing across at each other, glancing an eye back towards the robot to see if it's in pursuit. But you're making good speed and you're staying together all the way up to where you join the others. And those other two are Otto and Stefan. Athletics Dex plus Dex. Target for you guys is also 10 because you are having to accelerate from a standing start effectively.
Whose idea was this?
And you can add your vaccine.
I called you back as well. For no
Sorry,
real reason.
and we can add.
You can add your vac suit as well. So athletics,
Okay,
Dex,
cool.
Dex, vac suit.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, it's okay. So 6 on the dice. Luckily, Stefan has a vac suit of 0, which is fine. But a dexterity of 2 and an athletics dexterity of 2.
Fantastic.
So
Okay.
dexterous.
So, as everybody makes their way through,
I thought that was it.
Soraya, did you finish up with 11 total?
10 total.
10 total. All right. Then the only one who falls a little bit short is Otto, but he only falls short by 1. So he's trailing the group as he pushes off and tries to make his way in. But Zoe grabs him as she flies past and nudges him forward enough because she had just enough over the 10 she needed to have a bit of free energy. So the entire group makes it to the stairwell, all in a heap, but in good order.
Kara will turn to them and say, right, let's go. I can't remember if it's up or down.
Up.
No messing around. Up, out. Let's go. Up, corridor, go. Come on. There's nothing to be gained here.
All right.
Except maybe some Kelleren flight suits. But apart from that, let's go.
Okay. You make your way up the stairwell. And as you get to the top, you are looking into it's the stairwell room you were in before, with the hatches leading off in various directions. And if you recall, the one leading directly forward takes you into that sort of enclosed avionics area.
Yeah.
And the one off to the side leads you through another space and into the corridor that runs across the front of the ship, which is the way you actually came in.
Kara turns to Agnar. You know, Agnar, when we first came here, I was really keen to discover the secret of the Kelleren, but buff bots, death bots, weird, creepy, black hole, weird machinery. Suddenly, I just want to get home. How about you?
No, I completely agree. I think home is where the heart is. I, as you, and very much picture them having this conversation whilst running on imaginary thin air through a vacuum or through a gravitational void.
Going a lot slower than the running actually is.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
I'm picturing Agnar. I can picture it up at the bar.
Me and Kagsy.
You and Kagsy, whiskies in hand, telling stories of our greatest adventures. We'll get Otto involved, yeah? We'll get Rose pouring the drinks. Let's get home. I'll have a shower. And tonight,
You need a
drinking.
shower.
I just, yeah, we're not all beautifully blessed like you with the floof.
Mm.
But
Are you going to wear those flamingo wash shorts that you normally wear in the shower? I like those.
always do. My combat shorts, yeah. But I can picture it. They're still running.
The combat
I can picture us. Let's drink until we pass out tonight. Come on, let's get going. Let's leave it to the nerd bods on deck to get us out of here. You, me, Kagsy Otto, we're drinking.
Okay. You make your way forward without incident. It's not hard. These are small compartments, and you're fairly comfortable in 0G, all of you, and around into that corridor that leads to the airlock and the way out. As you pass down that corridor, you are conscious of the fact that you're now heading back into the part of the ship that exists in real space.
Yes.
And at the end, there's the airlock sitting in front of you, with its somewhat smaller space than enough for all of you.
Yeah. So I'll say, "Stop, everyone! Stop! What? Right." She reaches down and grabs the Kelleren flight suit.
Right.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Excellent. So, confronted with the airlock, you need to decide who's going to go in what order.
Agnar, you take Agnar. Take Rachel.
No. I'll stay. You take Rachel.
No. You take Rachel, man.
Don't argue with me.
You're the medic. You're the
already
medic.
He's already pushed Rachel over.
No. You go too. Look, you take Kara. You take Rachel. Come on. Go on, man.
I'm also the most heavily armored person we've got.
Yeah, but you're also the floofiest. You're the most beautiful. Come on,
That's
you're the
true.
oldest.
That's also true. That's true as well.
Help the aged, man.
The airlock can
How many
take
can we fit
6.
in? 6.
4, isn't it? 6.
Is that including a floating unconscious person?
It is. Yes, including Rachel would count as a person.
That's
So
4
Rachel,
and 4 though, man. That's 4 and 4.
Yeah, you can do 4 and 4.
Yeah.
Let's go. Agnar, man, you got to go in. If you've taken all the way, and the second we get onto the Baltic Star, or you're taking. I
think at this point we're already past the. The limit of my ability to revive her instantly.
You aren't actually, but you probably will be if you wait until you get back to the shuttle.
Yeah,
So we're gonna. Do you two want to stay then? Are we going to take others while you revive her? All right.
Well, if you got 2 to.
We can leave you.
Cover, I could do what I can.
But Kara's rubbish for cover. So if we go, Kara goes. I guess Otto goes. Kara, Otto, Soraya will stay. Zoe could stay. So if we go Kara, Otto, Stefan. Who else went? Is that it?
You've only got 7 people, including Rachel.
Oh, that's fine. So if Kara, Otto, and Stefan go.
Yeah.
And then we've got Soraya and Zoe to cover you, just in case.
Who are last?
While you stabilize her. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Okay. Excellent. That means you'll leave Soraya and Zoe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a good team. They've been a good
team. It is. It's a strong team. Yeah.
Strong team.
So far, so good.
Okay. So, Kara, Otto, and Stefan go into the airlock.
Yeah.
They close the door and begin cycling it. And after just a few seconds, the outer door opens. you've still got those tethers and the route across to the shuttle.
Yeah.
So you can literally clamber around and just help yourself down the line all the way to the shuttle's airlock bay. So as you're starting to do that, Agnar, are you going to try and work on Rachel now?
Yeah, he will immediately crack open
Okay, so yeah,
his last +2 medikit.
all right. Then please roll your medic skill plus education plus 2.
Go on,
What
Agnar.
was that?
It's big rolls. That's one of Agnar's biggest rolls, though, isn't it? With the med kit as well.
Yeah, it is indeed, in theory. Sorry, it's my education. Did you say?
Education,
Or
medic, and the +2.
Wonderful. Yeah, that is good news. That's a +7.
You can't fail.
Which is, yeah, sort of good. It's an 8.
Yeah.
So 15 total.
15 total. Okay.
Yes.
As you are working, Rachel lets out a little cough and returns to consciousness. She's still hurt quite badly, but she's awake and stable. Can you roll 1d6 for me, please?
Oh no.
That is a 4. Please, Ben.
Okay. Then let me describe the consequences of that roll.
Oh, Joyce.
Your work on Rachel will take about 4 minutes to stabilize her. So Zoe and Soraya are standing there calmly, professionally, pointing their weapons down the corridor in case something comes around the corner. And that's a comparable amount of time to how long it takes for the other group to not only get outside the airlock, but make sure they're all strapped on and check each other are safe before they crawl their way around the side of the ship. So 2 things kind of happen at the same moment. At the midpoint of the corridor that you're looking down, slowly, as if tentatively, a very large, bulky, shadowy robot shape emerges from the side of the corridor and turns towards you. It's a significant distance away down the corridor, and it looks purposeful, if slow. And at the same time as that happens, the 3 who've come out onto the side can see the shuttle there, and because of the way it's oriented, you can probably even see Kat in the pilot's seat. And beyond her, that angle, you can see the Baltic Star. But between the Baltic Star and the shuttle is a medium-sized, rather scruffy-looking ship. It's got scoring and scarring all down its sides. It's where it's been painted, the paint is in terrible condition, and its name has been erased with an irregular splash of black paint along the side. And that's where we'll call it for this evening.
No, wait, Ben. Ben, who's in the ship?
Cagsy. Just
So many questions.
I wanted to be back on the Baltic South for mimosas before tea. Oh, the dream. The dream is dead.
You may have to wait a little bit more for a mimosa.
Back to the shuttle, okay? Something there.
I missed the Baltic Star, Luke.
I really miss the Baltic Star. We spent years
me
with
too.
that. Not we spent 2 years in game without being on the Baltic Star. And I miss
Yes,
it. I miss it
yeah.
so much right now.
We're on it for such a brief period of time.
He is, isn't he, Slayer? You tell him, Slayer. We're gonna run our games through public popularity from now on.
He's
And
too
public
mean.
you're just
Too mean.
too mean. Just let us get back. We just want a big drunken night on the Baltic Star with mimosas and shove halfpenny because it's quite a British Baltic Star.
Oh, Shove Halfpenny's a brilliant game.
It is a really good game.
It's a good game.
And I'm all for one. I'm fully behind more dexterity-based games on the Baltic Star.
Do we need? I tell you what, we need another night on the Baltic Star game. At some point we've done a few with. Slayer can join us. Slayer's been big recently. Slayer, come and join us for a stream sometime. Every now and again, for people that watch the Baltic Star episodes, we do a spin-off night where people can just come and drink with us and play a little spin-off episode with no overarching stories, where we just drink and we play a few little games.
Just a silly one shot. It's we haven't done one in ages, but they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
They're good. Come and join. Yeah, there you go. Slayer's in. We'll be in touch. We'll sort something out. When we get back on the Baltic Star, we'll find an excuse. We've got to be in Brightsea anyway, haven't we, Ben? So we can find an excuse to pick someone up.
Luke's just setting this up so that Ben doesn't kill us before we get back on
Yes,
the Baltic Star. I hate to be the one to call you out, Luke.
No, you've been through my plan.
But we would also love it, Slayer. It would be good.
Food,
And he would have gotten away with it if it hadn't been.
I know.
Yeah.
Curses. I tried. But if we survive, we'll be in touch.
We'll make it happen. Definitely.
If most of us survive, we'll be in touch.
If one of us survives.
If one of us survives a very lonely drinking night.
Yeah.
They're fun nights, though.
Well, Rachel's looking a bit vulnerable, but other than that, you're all fine. Until the shooting starts.
Exactly. On whoever that ship is. It better not be Fess. If it's Fess, I'll do my nut.
It's going to be Fess.
Fess. God, I hate Fess.
Ben's
Anyway, thank you.
Quiet.
No, you sound very quiet, notably quiet.
Good poker face. But yes, thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Ben, until the last 2 minutes. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. and we will resume this next week, hopefully.
Sure, why not?
And tomorrow we are planning Darkness, aren't we?
I'll double check with Socks.
Yep.
She said she was. If she's still available, let's do a Darkness. Why not?
Excellent.
I could have good internet, but by tomorrow it might be set. But let's go retro, and let's bring the Darkness back.
It's a good plan. We do need to close out the Darkness before you get good internet.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we can run Darkness even when you have good internet, but the original purpose was while your internet was a bit shaky.
Yeah, it's such a waste, though. Why would you want to waste Luke's good internet on no Darkness? It's good. I'm not wasting.
I don't know. There are some people who would argue
the bandwidth
that any opportunity to not have our smiling faces on screen is definitely an upgrade.
There are many people. Yeah, for sure.
Didn't you hit shade on my game? How dare you? Honestly, I mean,
I feel as though I may have misstepped here. So that feels like a good place.
There was a slight Freudian slip there.
Yeah, I've upset everyone.
Which is, when you say one thing but mean a mother.
Yes. And as such, on that note, Luke, why don't you Gen X us out of here?
Excellent.
Take care, everyone. Big Gen X love to everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us, everybody, and hopefully see you tomorrow or next week. Good night.
Night.
Good night.